back in T2. So, what are the plans for this car? Well, right now there are a couple of pieces of equipment coming. I have some more pieces lying in my closet. So, for now, I want, in terms of power, I think I have more than enough with just a stage 1 map and the intercooler that the chassis can take. So, I need to improve the stability of this car at higher speeds. And not that it isn't stable, it's a very stable car at high speed, but with my kind of driving on track, zigzagging through cars on track, or going through a very fast chicane which with direction changes, the car does unsettle a bit. So what have we to do for that? So I've ordered a set of suspension for this car, a coilover suspension kit, which I've been eyeing for a long time. I mean, I really wanted that for the Laura, but I never had enough money, or always something else to come up. But finally I put together enough money and I got a very good deal from KS Motorsports Karan Shah on this, and I finally got a set of Olin's road and track coilovers for the car. So as far as the coilovers goes, they are potentially the king of coilovers, with the exception of the track spec super track spec coilovers, like the Bilstein Club Sport or the KW Track Sport spec coilovers. Those are proper track coilovers, but you can't use them daily. Next to those coilovers, the Olin's road and track is potentially the best and one of the rarest coilovers you can get for this car. And I've read a lot of reviews. I've spoken to a lot of Golf GTI owners who have driven that car on those coilovers and who are running those coilovers on the street and on the track, and they are potentially the best compromise between a street suspension and a fully track suspension. So they are damping adjustable. I think 16 way, I'm not very sure exactly how many, but usually it's 16 or 30. I don't think the Olin the 30, I think the 16 way damping adjustable means I can control how fast or how slowly the suspension reacts to bumps, and obviously height adjustable. And the objective of getting these coilovers was to see if I can continue to run the car without anti-roll bars on the coilovers. So anti-roll bars on this car, yes, maybe when I'm looking for that extra 1 second or 2 seconds of track time beyond what this car is capable of, that's when I'll go anti-roll bar, because that involves a lot of tinkering with the front subframe. To take apart the front subframe, lower it, change the sway bar, and then do it. Put it back together, change all the bolts. I don't want to go through a headache right now. I'll do that when I'm going a big turbo or something on the other, because that's when you have to take off the front subframe to install a downpipe. Right now I'm going to be on the stock downpipe. So the Olin's road and track coilovers should give me a good balance between street and track, and they can be tuned towards fully being track focused. So that's coming. I already have the 034 Motorsports front camber plates, so they increase the front camber to get more grip in the front. Those are there. They'll go on with they're not on the car, they're in a box, and they'll go on with the coilover install, so I get additional camber. Then I have a whole bunch of chassis braces. There's a Y brace which goes under the chassis, that's coming. There's a brace which goes inside the rear subframe to stabilize the subframe, that's coming. And there's one brace which goes across the front subframe and connects the front right and front left control arm mount points together into a rigid unit, and supposedly it reduces wheel hop. I don't know how much it will do it, but it should do it quite a bit, as per again whatever I've read, whatever videos I've seen. And that's also coming in. So 3 braces, the Y brace which connects the rear one of the suspension both the suspension mount points to the center tunnel brace, the rear subframe brace insert, and the front subframe brace. Okay, this is a red light, I did not see that. Wow, okay. Yeah, so these braces are coming in. So that's the plan for this car. Right now, power wise, I'm very happy. I have no complaints. But yeah, once those braces come in and the suspension comes in, this car will be a dream to drive. I mean, that should sort out most of my problems with this car's, high speed maneuvering. But anything beyond that, I have the control arm bushes also. That also I'll put in from the Club Sport S, which is also supposed to improve the steering feedback as well as limit wheel hop. So we will work on that. Come on, man, this is just ridiculous. Yeah, so that's that. When these parts come in, they are coming in from America, so they're going to take their own sweet time. We can't do much about it, so let's see how to put this in. Let's have some fun. Wow, this thing is quick. I almost forgot how quick this car got. Woo! Who's standing here? My God, this car is fun. Okay, so that's what's planned for this car for now. We still have to work on the rear, what do you call, exhaust cover near the bumper. That needs to be worked on.